Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Doug Days, Carl's Date. I did really watch the whole thing. It says it's an 11-minute short, and I did fast forward through the credits, the foreign credits at the end, because I can't read them. But this is 11 minutes, but it's actually only a little bit more than 8 minutes long, so it's not too crazy long for a short. It is from 2023. It appeared in theaters. This is what separates it from the Doug Days cartoon short series. It appeared in theaters in front of Elemental. Yes, Elemental did come out in theaters. There's this whole period in which Pixar films may or may not have been released in theaters. With Onward. Onward was Disney animation. Doesn't matter. Either way, there was a time when animated movies, or movies in general, just didn't come out in theaters. So in this, we get Carl and Doug back together. Ed Asner and Bob Peterson as Doug. Ed Asner, of course. You may wonder, how is he in this 2023 film? Well, movies, even short ones, take a long time to make. And he actually recorded his voiceover back in 2021 before he passed away. So and I think his voice contributions to the Doug Days series as well. I don't know if anybody has replaced him in any other bits relating to Up since. But yeah, by the way, this is related to Up. If you didn't know who Carl and Doug are, well, the Pixar film Up, this reunites them in a story for us to appreciate. And yeah, it's the name of the title is just pretty self-explanatory. Carl has to go on a date. He kind of just agrees to it without really thinking about it. And Doug is left with no understanding of what's going on and trying to work through Carl's anxiety as to what he should do. Is what's too little? What's too much? How should he interact with her? He's so out of it. I mean, he's apparently not dated since Ellie passed. And that most infamous start of any animated film ever. Yeah, that makes people weep 10 minutes into it. In Up. Yeah. Yeah. So in this, we just get a whole new look at Carl. His focus is very much on Carl. So, but Doug, of course, provides much of the comedy when he just has a dog's point of view. What can you do? What can you do? So yeah, it's fun, it's cute, it's sweet. It's not some grand adventure, and it's also not, when you get stuff focused mainly on Doug, since even though Carl is sweet now, he's still a bit of a curmudgeon, and in this, to see him so befuddled is a little upsetting. And you're like, well, that whole romance of the first film, things he did to go to the ends of the earth for Ellie, to see him going on a date almost feels like, oh, some of us might feel about maybe our parents dating again after they get married. And it kind of puts a different feel to it. So either way, it's a good little cartoon, and it's worthwhile checking out if you're a fan of Up and anything Pixar, of course. So that's all I gotta really say about that. So yeah, if you saw Elemental in the theaters, you saw this. But otherwise, here's your chance to see it right here on Disney Plus. By the way, if you do try to look for this and try to put in Doug Days, it will not come up. Hey, Disney Plus, what's going on? It is a little strange, but if you put in Doug, D-U-G, it will appear. Or if you search Carl. And you're just going to get Cars stuff, by the way, until you get that L in there. But yeah, you either have to look for Doug or Carl, but Doug Days takes it right out of the search results. No idea why. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 123. What is 123? Oh, that's right. Whenever you hit the 120s these days for this quarter, we get a Marvel Studios Assembled documentary. Yes, there's many that I didn't put on here in the past years right off the bat, because they just sort of add them quietly after the movie or TV series on Disney Plus comes out. They don't make a big noise about it. In fact, there's one on my list right now that isn't on Disney Plus yet, but I assumed would be soon. Or should hopefully by the end of March, I would hope. But maybe not. I have no idea. But this one is definitely on there, unless I took it away. But it is one of the most controversial and probably least seen of Marvel films in the last few years. But even though it's not an easy film to... I will talk about this tomorrow. I love these behind-the-scenes things, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to watch a little behind-the-scenes with Marvel Studios Assembled, the making of Eternals. Of The Eternals. The making of Eternals. All right. That's how we're going to wrap that up. Marvel Studios Assembled, the making of Eternals is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.